Hello everyone, it's Tarun. Welcome to your second tutorial in Basic Python course. In this tutorial, we'll talk about some numbers and some simple math calculations, variable declaration, how to define variables, what are variables, and it may seem familiar to you if you learned some programming language in your past. Programming in Python is a bit different than others. We are working in ideally Python GUI now, as I told you earlier that we will be working in ideally Python GUI for procedural programming. Okay, open ideally Python GUI and you are ready to go. In the last tutorial I showed you an example of print statement. So in this tutorial I am going to show you basics working with numbers and expressions. Okay, so let's talk about the operators which we are going to discuss in this course. The operators which we are going to discuss are Python arithmetic operators. It consists of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, exponent and floor division. Okay, you might be thinking that modulus, exponent and floor division, these are the new terms to you, but don't worry, I'll explain them to you in the tutorial itself. Then we'll talk about Python comparison operators, which consist of equals, not equals, and greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to. And we'll talk about Python assignment operators, which consist of equal to, and assignment operator, subtract and assignment operator, multiply and assignment operator, divide and assignment operator, modulus and assignment operator, exponent and assignment operator, floor division and assignment operator. Then we'll talk about Python bitwise operators. The bitwise operators consist of binary AND, binary OR, binary XOR, binary ones complement, binary left shift, binary right shift operator. Okay. Then we'll talk about Python logical operators. It consists of AND, OR and NOT. And then that's it in the operator section. Okay, so let's move forward and go step by step. First, let's see what are the arithmetic operators which are there in the Python. First one is addition, which is simple addition. It goes like this. You type 2 plus 2, 4, simple addition. Then subtraction, 8 minus 5, 3, simple multiplication, 5, 35. Here the multiplication symbol is not X. Okay, this is not a multiplication symbol, it is X. The multiplication symbol is star. Then division, 4 divided by 2. Okay, here the multiplication answer shown to you is in decimals, but I would like to tell you one thing. In earlier versions of Python it was not like so. When you divide two integer numbers, it shows the answers in integers only, but if you like to see answer in decimals, then you have to use decimal values. The answer here for division 2 is 2.0, but if you like to see 2.0 in the earlier version, then you have to use 4.0 divided by 2 or 4 divided by 2 point. It will show you the answer in decimals. Thing which I have shown you, integer 8 divided by 3, it is showing the answer 2, which is like the earlier versions of Python. It is a modulus operator. Okay, so we represent the modulus operator by the percentage symbol. In primary or high school you might have learned about remainders in the division. This operator does the same things. It divides the two numbers and then gives us output as the remainder of the division. Okay, so what will be the remainder of the division? 8 divided by 3. 8 is divided by 3 two times and the remainder becomes 2. So 8 modulus 3, it's 2. Okay, You can also do it in decimal numbers. 8.75 modulus 0.5. What should be the output? Any guesses? Okay, the answer is 0.25. You can do it by doing multiplication. Okay. So let's move forward to the exponents. What are the exponents? Exponents are powers, exponential power. And say you have to do 5 to the power 3. So how you can do that? There are two ways that you can do it. One is 5 multiply 5 multiply 5. Okay, it will show you 125. What is the other way to do it? 5 double star and 3. It will show you directly the answer. So these are the two different ways in which you can perform the exponent operator. Then the next one in the arithmetic operators is floor division. What is floor division? It gives you the answer in integer of a division. So it is represented by this symbol, 2 backslashes together. So if you divide 7 floor division 2, what would be the answer? 2 3 times 7 plus some remainder. It will show you the answer 7. Sorry, 7 not 3. Okay, they were the arithmetic operators. So let's move to the Python comparison operators. Okay, so moving on to the Python comparison operators. First one is equals to. We can check that two numbers are equal or not. So let's check. 5. The equals to operator is represented by the two equal sign together. So let's check how it works. 5 equal 2. Is it true or not? Okay, it's not true and it is showing false. So if I use 5 equal 5, it is showing true. So okay, so let's the next operator here is not equals to. It goes by the following symbols: exclamation sign followed with equal to sign. So how can we verify? So let's say 5 not equals 2. It is true. Okay, here it is showing true. But what if I use 5 not equals 5? It is false. It is showing me false. Then we'll talk about the greater than. 5 greater than 3. Is that true? Yes. 5 greater than 7. False. Okay. Let's the next is less than. 5 less than 3. False. 5 less than 7. True. The next operator is greater than equal to, and it works similar with like the greater than and greater than equal to and less than equal to. The both work similar to less than and greater than, but we can understand them in detail when we will define variables. Okay, so we'll talk about the remaining operators after we define variables. So let's define the variables first. Variables are the storage unit in which we can put or insert some value. It acts as the temporary storage unit for any values or strings. Strings are some lines or words which you can use daily for you to store some value in a particular place. It is so because whenever you want to use some value, you don't have to type the value again and again. You can refer it to some storage unit which will represent the value which you want to use. Okay, so let's start. Say first variable is simple variable x equal to 5. What does it do? It takes the value 5, assigns it to a variable x and stores in it in the memory in some place. What does it benefit you? You can use x anywhere wherever you want to use 5 instead of you typing 5 repeatedly. So let's say you want to do 5 times 8. You, what is this, 40? Instead of doing this, you can do x multiply 8. It will show you the same answer. Here the x represents 5. Okay, and there are some operators which can be used on variables, which we'll talk about. There are some operations which can be done on variables. It was a simple method to declare variables, but keep in mind that the variable should start with a letter. Okay, and it should be declared in such a way that whenever you program, if you see the program 2 months after you have programmed it, then you might not be able to recognize it, but you should program it in such a way that you understand what the variable means. Suppose you want to create a temperature conversion program in which you are converting the temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius or Celsius to Fahrenheit. Then the value in which the variable in which you will store the value of temperature must be named something like temperature or anything like this, so that you can understand what is the variable is saying in the program. Here is one more operator which is used on variables to get the value from the user, which is x or say y equal to input and then braces parenthesis, and here you can type any text which will be shown in the screen. Enter value. Okay, when I press enter, what will it show? It will show enter value, and when I can type any value, 45 say, and it will store the value 45 into the variable y. Say, how can we see y? Press enter. Okay, so y is now stored 45 in it, and you can perform any operation on y. Okay, so moving forward to the next operator, which is assignment operators. First one is simple assignment operator, which I have shown you. Let me show it to you once again. Say a is a variable and you want to assign a value 2 to it. So a equals to 2. You have assigned a value to it. Then the next one is add and assignment. In this operator, what do? You add a value to a variable and then assign it to the variable. So how does it work? Here a value is 2. You can again assign it to a plus equals to 2. Okay, what does it do? It is similar to a equal to a plus 2. Okay, so what will be the value of a now? 4, because a is already 2 plus 2 4. So the value of a is 4. The next one is subtract and assignment. It is the just plus symbol is replaced by minus symbol. What will be the value now? 2. Okay, because I have subtracted, the new value of a is 4, from which I have subtracted 2, and the new value is 2. Similarly is multiplication. A star 2, a star equal to 2. What will it do? It will multiply the value of a with 2. It will multiply the value of a with 2. Okay, so what is the answer? 4. The next one is division. Okay, and similarly the modulus. And exponent. For exponent, let us reassign the value of a equal to 2, because that will not work on 0 multiplication, something will be 0. you can perform it like this. Okay, A is 2, 2 to the power 2 is 4, and then floor division is also there. Okay, the next operators which are there in Python are Python bitwise operators. These are the operators based on logics. If you know something about Boolean algebra or logic gates, then you will understand them very easily. How we can understand them? Let me show you. Okay. Consider A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 3 or say 1. In binary, how can we represent A and B? A is equal to 1 0 and B equal to 0 1. In binary, how we can represent them like this? So first one is operator in Python bitwise operators is AND operator. It goes by the symbol AND. How you can perform this? A and B. It will perform the bitwise operation of A and B in the booleans. Okay, binary systems. So what will be the answer of A and B? If you do A and B in binary, it 1 and 0 is 0, 0 and 1 is 0. Okay, so if I do like in GUI, A is equal to 2, B is equal to 1, A and B. Okay, the answer is 0. As I told you earlier. And then the next operator is OR operator. It goes by the symbol of pipe, which is this symbol. And now if you do A or B, A or B, 1 or 0. Okay, it is 1 and 0 or 1 is also 1. So A or B is equal to 1 1 and 1 1, which is equal to 3. So let's check it here. A or B, 3. See, then the next one is XOR. It goes by the symbol cap. What does it do? It gives the A XOR B, and so how the XOR gate works, you know. If you don't know, then let me tell you. If A XOR B is there, it is equal to A complement of B plus B complement of A. It goes like this. It is a multiplication. So now if we do here the A's or B, 1 and multiply complement of B. Complement of B is 0, complement is 1. 1 multiply 1 plus B is, and B is also क्या 0. 0 multiply something is equal to, here it is 0 and this is 1, so your answer is 1. For this similarly you can check that answer will be 1. So the A or B will equal to 1, 1, which will be equal to 3. Check it. A or B, 3. And there are many more operators which are there in Python, which you can go to the Python documents, or I'll provide you a link in this tutorial where you can go and see the other operators. Okay, then the next type of operators are logical operators. What does it do? These check the values logically. Okay, so let's say A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. First logical operator is AND operator, A and B. Okay. The three logical operators which are there are AND, OR and NOT, which we'll discuss when we'll talk about the conditionals, which consist of loops and if else statements. Then we'll get to know what are the logical operators which are there in Python. And there is some precedence in Python operators, which you can see in the link provided in this tutorial. So thanks for watching the tutorial, guys. I'll meet you in the next tutorial where we'll see more of Python. So see you in the next tutorial.